Hello and welcome to League One final day predictions for game week 46. Only two of these games really matter, and that is Reading and Leyton Orient's matches, as all of the other stuff and Birmingham going for a potential points record as well. So that might have some riding on it, but apart from that, nothing really going to happen in these last few games, and they're all pretty much dead rubber, so let's just jump straight in. And the first game is Blackpool taking on already relegated Bristol Rovers after Burton's draw last night. It was going to be hard anyway for Bristol Rovers to stay up because they were 3 points behind and the goal difference was significantly lower than Burton Albion's. Blackpool under Steve Bruce they'll be looking to kick on next season, maybe get a playoff place, but they've been okay this season, drawing against Wigan last time out in the Wrexham game. They lost, of course. Did alright this season, just I think too many draws, and there's 16 draws, same amount as draws as wins in this one. So yeah, a decent, I think Blackpool can win this at home against a very poor Bristol Rovers side. I'm going to back Blackpool to win this. I'm going to go 2-0 to Blackpool at home and put more misery on Inigo Calderon, who probably will be losing his job, considering they were well clear of Burton and they've just fell off a cliff. So yeah, I'm going to back Blackpool to win this 2-0 over Bristol Rovers in this one and to kickstart the League One final day predictions. Next is Bolton at home to Stevenage. Bolton seated has never really got going with the departure of Ian Evatt halfway through the season, and then bringing in Stephen Schumacher, which was good because they had a little new manager bounce. They got in the playoffs, but then they seem to have sat back and dropped completely out of those playoff places. Now, can they kick on next season? Is Schumacher the right guy to be in charge? I'm not sure about that. Stevenage drawing at home to Rotherham last time out, before that losing to Birmingham, so that's probably a Thursday, Sunday can always be a bit of a tight fixture schedule. Bolton are very, they've been inconsistent of late. They've been on a losing run, but before that they were on a winning run. And Stevenage only getting a win against Bristol Rovers in their last 5 matches and not scoring many goals, scoring 3 goals in those 5 matches as well. I expect this to be low scoring. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I think Bolton on absolutely horrible form at the moment, and Stevenage just trying to pick up under Alex Ravel and just trying to finish the season strong, which they haven't done. But yeah, I'm going to back a draw between Bolton and Stevenage. I'm going to go 1-1 in this dead rubber, as most of them are this week. Cambridge take on Birmingham at the Abbey. Birmingham still go for that points record. They've got Blackpool tonight. I'll give you a quick prediction now. I think Birmingham will win that 2-1 away from home. They always seem to win by a 1-goal difference away from home. So yeah, Birmingham will win that. They come away to Cambridge on the final day, which are tricky customers. Definitely away from home. Going to the Abbey is not an easy place to go, is it really? But the Cambridge away are absolutely dreadful. They lost to Burton in the last few minutes in that one, and that really sent Cambridge down, didn't it? Birmingham coming back off the back of that 4-0 win over Mansfield, of course. They're going for the points record. They win this against Blackpool. They break the points record for the most points in an EFL campaign, and then they could just go and wrap it up with even more against Cambridge on Saturday. I'm going to back Birmingham to win this just because it's just Birmingham, isn't it? I'm going to back them to win 3-1. I think they'll have enough, way too much over Cambridge in this one. I just think the golfing class and the golfing quality might rotate a bit with Alfie May probably start, Mark Lennon might start as well. So yeah, I'm going to go Birmingham to win this 3-1. Always seem to concede a goal against these smaller sides. So yeah, I'm going to back the Blues to win this 3-1 over Cambridge. Chartton take on Burton, who are already safe. Charlton can get prepared for those playoffs in a week or two's time. They need to, if they want momentum going into the playoffs. They lost at Wrexham last time out, 3-0, really unlucky there. But they come up against Burnside, who have just stayed up, will be motivated and will want to finish the season strong under Gary Bowyer. But can't really see it happening, to be honest. I think Chartern will just have a bit too much quality to win this one. And yeah, I think Charlton will beat Burton quite comfortably here. And yeah, the 4-0 win away at Wycombe, but they was dampened by the 3-0 away loss at Wrexham. So yeah, I'm going to back Charlton to win this 2-0 and to get the job today for Burton. Burton probably won't really care about this game as they are already safe now. So yeah, I'm going Charlton to win 2-0 and get that momentum into the playoffs. And now for one of the bigger games, which is Huddersfield taking on Leyton Orient. Will Richie Wellens' side feel the pressure of getting into the playoff places? They beat Wycombe last time out at home by a scrappy 1-0 scoreline. Pretty scrappy game that one was. Huddersfield absolutely on a losing run, losing 5 of the last 5 days. Wycombe, Burton, Huddersfield, Cambridge. Huddersfield, Burton, Wycombe, Cambridge, Stockport and Exeter City. Yeah, this one's on the main Sky, so we could give this one a watch. I'm not going to do a watch along for this one because I've got Miami Grand Prix to prepare for. Might do that on the channel. Have to change the channel name if we do some F1 stuff. But yeah, in this game overall, Leyton Orient should probably get the job done here. I'm going to back them too, just because Huddersfield's poor form is, well, their form is absolutely abysmal. So I'll go back Leyton Orient for an away win. I'll go back them 2-1 away from home. And yeah, to keep the playoff, well, stay in the playoffs and hurt Reading's hopes of getting into the playoffs and potentially going up to the Championship, which is ridiculous considering their situation. So yeah, I'll go back Leyton Orient to win this 2-1 away the John Smiths here. Lincoln take on Wrexham now. Wrexham's away from this season hasn't been as great as they would have liked. But yeah, it's still been good nonetheless. But they come away to Michael Scabala's Lincoln, who are very, very good at home. Beating Bolton last time out. I mean, they're not amazing at home, actually. Drawing at home to Shrewsbury, I mean, that was a bit of a bummer for them. They have been okay at home. They're 8th in the home table. Wrexham are 3rd in the away team, but I thought Wrexham's away form hasn't been that great this season. Maybe they've just drawn a few too many games, but it doesn't really matter. They're promoted to the Championship anyway. What are we going to go for here? I think Lincoln, they've started to finish the season strong. I mean, that draw against Shrewsbury was a bit of a blip for them, but yeah, I'm gonna back a 1-1. Yeah. I'll go back a 1-1. I think it'll be safe. Wrexham away from, they do like to draw away from home this season. Lincoln can be a bit of tricky customers at home, definitely. Wrexham are just preparing for the Championship now anyway. So yeah, good result. Good point for Lincoln to finish the season strong at home to Wrexham with a 1-1 draw. Nigel Clough's Mansfield take on Exeter now. Exeter coming off the back of that 3-1 win against Huddersfield. Very good for them. Birmingham beating Mansfield last time out, and then Mansfield losing 5-1 to Reading. They've conceded 9 goals in their last 2 matches, have Mansfield Town, so they'll be looking to make that not happen this weekend against Exeter City. I'm sure it won't, because Exeter aren't exactly happy clappers and happy scorers themselves. They've had a decent end to the season under Gary Caldwell, all the way up to 15th now. Woohoo, 15th. But they could finish the season as high as 12th. That would be a great season for Exeter, when they were looking like they were going to go down at one point between January, February time. So yeah, brilliant recovery by Exeter. Mansfield have just been an absolute landslide. Lost a few of their players in January. It's just been down ever since. They were in a playoff race at the start of the season. Very start though, but yeah. What can I see here? I'm going to go for a classic end of the season 2-2, lots of goals. Mansfield will like a lot of goals. They're very conceded, score happy. So yeah, I'm going back a 2-2 in this one, and yeah, Mansfield to get over the line with the 2-2 draw and plenty of goals, as Exeter probably will finish mid-table. A decent season for them. Northampton take on Wigan now. 2 sides that finished lower end of mid-table. If I'm honest, didn't really deserve to go down, these 2 sides. Kevin Nolan has done enough this season to keep Northampton Town up after the old manager, I don't know what his name is, has left them. So yeah, Wigan back-to-back draws. Under Ryan Lowe against Blackpool and Burton respectively last night against Burton. Decent point away from home for them, but they'll be looking to kick on next season. They'll probably want a bit of recruitment in the summer, and they could definitely push for top 6 with Ryan Lowe. Great manager at this level, knows what he's doing, and could definitely propel you up the table. Northampton could finish ahead of Peterborough here, who have also had a shocking season themselves. It's at Sixfields. Northampton are tricky customers at home, and I'm going back Northampton to win this 1-0 at home to Wigan Athletic, get the job done, and move swiftly onwards. So yeah, I'm going back Northampton to win this by a goal to nil, and yeah, beat Wigan here, and well, bit mid-table clash, so doesn't really matter what's going to happen in this one. So yeah, Northampton 1, Wigan nil. Reading v Barnsley now, and Reading need to win to keep those playoff hopes alive. Although I have predicted Leyton Orient to get in there, I do think Reading will get over the line in this one and beat Barnsley. Barnsley need to find the next managerial appointment. It needs to be a good managerial appointment for Barnsley in this one, just because, well, to kickstart, maybe get back into the Sky Bet Championship, but that realistically seems a long way away for Barnsley Football Club at the moment. Reading can still get there, even though their owner is being a bit of a idiot, Dai Young. Yeah, just not exactly. Well, they're just absolute shit, aren't they, Reading? I mean, with the ownership. But the team on the pitch is doing very well. So, yeah, they can keep that spirit up. I'm going to back them to win here. I think they'll beat Barnsley. I'm going to go 3-1 to Reading. Their home form's been pretty good this season. And, yeah, I'm going to back them for another win over Barnsley here today. And, yeah, I'm going to go Reading 3, Barnsley 1 on this one. And maybe take the pressure to Leyton Orient as they travel to Huddersfield on Saturday as well. Rotherham take on Peterborough now. Both sides would have hoped for a better season in League One this season, but they have had to settle for probably 17th and 13th, respectively, come the end of this one. Peterborough drawing three of the last three, 1-1 drawing before. But they beat Birmingham before that and have drew 3 on the trot since. Rotherham, awful form since that win over Bolton, least Stockport in that heavy goal game against Mansfield, losing to Wigan and then drawing at home to Stevenage. Drawing away at Stevenage on Sunday. Peterborough, however, I think they'll be looking to win this because they haven't won in a while in the league. They won at Wembley, yeah, but they haven't won in the league in absolutely ages. I'm going to back Posh, I think, to win this away at Rotherham because Rotherham don't have a manager. I'm going to back Peterborough United to win this 2-1 away from home. I think they'll have enough quality and they need to get back to winning ways in the league. And yeah, this will be a nice way to bow out for them and maybe kickstart next season. Maybe they can continue that playoff charge, but they probably can't if they don't have Poku and they need a better manager than Darren Ferguson. So yeah, I'm back at Peterborough to win this 2-1 away from home. Shrewsbury versus Crawley, one of the greatest games in League One history. Not. Shrewsbury beaten Barnsley away from home last time out. Barnsley's home form has not been good this season. And yeah, well, it was a good win for Shrewsbury and Michael Appleton. They're already relegated and already down, so it didn't really matter. Crawley, back-to-back wins at home under Scott Lindsay, but sadly they are now relegated after Burton's draw at Wigan last night. They had been Northampton 3-0. Exeter 3-1, I think, if they kept Scott Lindsay. Throughout the whole season, they would have stayed up or would have given more of a fight. But this one's a dead rubber now. Both really two poor sides. This will be a League 2 fixture next season. So yeah, get ready, and this could be score could be anything. I could see Shrewsbury get a scrappy 1-0 at home. I could see Crawley absolutely tearing them apart under Scott Lindsay. I'm going to back Shrewsbury to win 1-0 at home, continue that momentum up from away at Barnsley. So yeah, and Scott Lindsay's side won't even care about the results. So I'm going to back Shrewsbury by a goal to nil to win 1-0 in this one over Crawley Town. And yeah, get the job done. Good win for Shrewsbury over Crawley and gets them well prepped for League 2 next season. And the final game could be a playoff game. They could be playing each other 3 games on the trot. It is Wycombe, it is Stockport, it's at Adams Park. And this is a great prepper for the playoffs between these two sides. I don't think Wycombe will go via the playoffs, unfortunately. Stockport getting back-to-back wins over Lincoln and Huddersfield, which has automatically propelled them into this position to even have a sniff at third, which is where they are at the moment. Wycombe are in 4th and Chartton are in 5th. Stockport, it's been a brilliant season. Dave Challoner, again, should have won manager of the season. Hasn't done. it's a battle to finish third. Whoever wants to play Leyton Orient or Reading, who wants the easier fixture, but are the playoffs the easier fixture or not? I don't know. I'm gonna back I'll go back a 2-2 draw in this one. I just think both sides. No, actually, no. I'm going to change that. I'm going to back Stockport to win this 3-1 away from home. I just think Wycombe have fell off a cliff. Richard Kone is not what he was before the injury. So yeah, I'm going to back Stockport to win this away from home 3-1 away at Wycombe. And yeah, Wycombe will lose in the playoffs in that first leg against Chartton. So it'll be Charlton probably v Stockport in the playoff final. So yeah, Stockport to win this 3-1. Thank you very much for watching these League One final day predictions. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel if you like this content. I'm starting to think day by day I should probably include some F1 content. So give me ideas for channel change names. And yeah, thank you again for watching League One predictions. And I'll speak to you on the next one, which will be Championship predictions tomorrow.